that's kind of cool. It already says there's 2 lights. You do one? Mm-hmm. Cool. Do we have sound? Lag. The amount of lag there is astounding. I guess it makes sense, but we have sound. We're good. You know, I was actually going to work on a different project tonight. I got really into this. Let's do this thing then. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And yeah, I was just kind of telling my wife I really thought I was going to work on a bracelet here tonight, but I made a bunch of progress on this thing here today, and I just don't want to break that stream. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically 8 of these shapes, all just done today so far. And I thought, what better way to keep the fire burning than to be talking about it while hanging out with you guys. And for some reason too, the live streams, I tend to get a lot done in a short amount of time, so that's kind of cool. Before I get too far, I do want to say that we have the secret word game, and all you have to do is chat to win. You say the secret word and the robot will tell you that you won, and the robot is up and running. So yeah, we got that going for us. Is it Silverlight's fault, or is it? Yeah, I don't know. The microphone's in there too. Sorry, wife's pointing out the fact that I've got things showing up in the camera that shouldn't be there. I was going to add sound. Hang on. Little chill music in the background. How's that? So yeah, lots of progress on this thing. Essentially, it's going to be like these little figure 8 things going throughout the whole pillow. But if you remember, the first pillow had a vertical stripe, and the second pillow had no additional oddity or stripes. What I'm going to do with this one is whichever row is the middle, which it's either going to be this light color or the dark color. Whichever one is the middle, I'm going to extend it down by 1, just kind of elongate it. So instead of like just 2 segments, it'll be a third. And that's going to make that row just a little bit more whatever. And I think it'll make the work kind of interesting to look at, because yeah, it'll be different. And I think it'll definitely look cool on the couch, so yeah. So Phil made it, that's cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was actually thinking about you when I shared over on Facebook. I'm like, this'll, if he's around, he'll see this. So, cool. So yeah, basically I've been really super busy on this. My only other side project has been trying to figure out and understand how to use Discord. So if you're a fan of Discord, if you're a fan of that ability to hang out and talk to someone or share project ideas or that kind of stuff, go and join. I think the easiest way right now is either to go through the Facebook page that I have and find the link, or go through my Instagram account, which might be easier. And Instagram, it has a thing called link in the bio. You click on that and it'll show you like my YouTube channel where you're at now, or some of the other things, the website and Discord now. So yeah, actually I think I shared a link that should be working on the YouTube thing as well. I'm not sure if that's, if you guys can actually look down in the description, see if there is a link there. Cool. Ah, so you're already on YouTube. All right, right on. Well, still glad you joined. I can definitely use the extra viewership. It helps a lot. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out when's a good time, good day of the week, good hours of the day to be able to do this Discord chat thing. It seems to me like that could be pretty fun as well. I can pretty much use the same software that I'm doing all of this video here with to be able to actually broadcast what I'm working on during the regular weekdays and stuff. So, I mean, if I'm going to be sitting here at the desk anyways, I might as well throw on the cameras and chat with people or whatever. Although I'm not sure. See, if I do it on YouTube, I can gain the precious watched hours. If I do it in Discord, I don't get all of that. So, but Discord allows you guys to share images and allows you guys to do stuff as well. So that's, I'm kind of trying to work out what the best trade-off here is. Like maybe I open up Discord and YouTube at the same time? That might work. I don't know. It's all in a very experimental phase at this point, so someday we'll look back at this and be like, oh yeah, remember when he was trying to figure this all out? Wow. It's nice. It feels like I got the whole gang here this evening. This is good. This is fun. But since my Newtcraft is late to the game, let me make sure that she knows that the secret word game is back, and my Newtcraft had donated that bracelet that's at the bottom, which I just absolutely, I think it's gorgeous. I kind of wish that I was eligible, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, Phil, I think that makes sense, doing the both then. Wait, that means I can do it now. Okay, let's try this bad boy out. Okay, so according to Discord, that's actually running. Wait, oh no, it says it's not detecting anything from the microphone. What's up with that? There we go. That should be. Yeah, that's. Okay, looks like we have sound over on Discord. That's kind of fun. You got up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, that's kind of stuff you hear about people where they're like, well, he was really quiet, he didn't talk to many people, and, you know, yeah. Got up at weird hours. Like, that's the stuff of scary legends. Yeah, I'm not up to 3 a.m. Mandy does it a lot. Not me. I've discovered a new thing though. I have discovered the joy of listening to various soundscapes while going to sleep, and it always starts out the same. Oh, this is annoying. I can't sleep. It just keeps making waves crashing in, and now I'm gonna have to go to the toilet more, and just boom, I'm out. It just knocks me out hard. I have no idea what happens between the whole nope, 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 and out. But something happens, and my brain just, I don't know. It's pretty cool though. Yeah, Vegas time is definitely it's definitely early morning for you, so I totally understand if you weren't up. Yeah, I do tend to get up kind of early now. So this is still really early on in this project. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of progress, but I have not had to add any string yet, and that really is the part that kind of slows things down and kind of takes away from it. And I already know that it's the two most outer colors. It's this bright red and this darker red that are the ones that are going to be the most changed out in the whole project. That's not to say that I'll have like a color that doesn't get changed out, because even the smaller ones, the blue and the yellow, they too kind of get used a bit more than say what the lightest color of blue had on the last pillow. So I'm definitely gonna have to change out everything, and it's gonna be a lot of trying to figure out where's the best place and how to do it, which is it's improvised every time. Obviously on the longer rows it's really simple, but the blue and the yellow never have a long row, so trying to work it out as it comes along. So it's pretty cool. I got the Discord thing is working. I don't know if it'll keep the same, if I'll have to change the microphone from default to the Focusrite every single time, but we'll see how that kind of plays out. Like I said, I mean, most of the time if I'm just working in here, I can probably have that on. I am kind of curious whether or not I can watch YouTube or stream videos or whatever and then not have them hear it. That would be interesting, because if I can do that, yeah, that would be a lot more fun than me being stuck having to be in a room silent with me just talking to myself. That would not be fun. Well, what's the weather like in Vegas this time of year? Because I just realized that would be a good reason to be up in those early hours to avoid the heat. But I don't know what Vegas is actually like in the winter. Yeah, I'm using OBS. I don't mind talking to myself most of the time, as long as I have like some ideas of content and stuff. Like I said, I was going to work on something else earlier. I had this picture prepared to show about my progress that I had made. I took this one earlier this morning, and I was pretty stoked about the fact that, you know, I was already onto the third row and stuff. And then it just kept going. I'm like, I gotta capitalize on this progress, man. And I think it has to do with this. I need Phil to go shopping and to check out whether or not. And I'm gonna have to have Mandy type this stuff in. Heiji, I don't know. Whatever this stuff is, it's a waist tonic. This stuff. Find out if that stuff is sold in America. This stuff is amazing. I take like twice a day. I take 20 milligrams, 20 milliliters of this stuff twice a day. And since I've been doing it, I've been more productive and more clear-headed, and just in general, this stuff's pretty cool. I know it's made in Singapore, but I don't know whether or not we like export this stuff or not. Like, they don't make a lot of claims as to what this stuff does, and I can't definitively say that it is the reason why my head seems to be less cloudy, but I don't know, it seems to be doing a pretty cool job. I like it. It can't be okay. So Phil says that it's freezing balls at night and early morning hours in Vegas, but it can't be worse than Detroit. Like, that can't even be. Hey, Sebastian. It can't be worse than winters in Detroit. Like, I remember snowstorms where you'd end up with like a couple feet of snow overnight, kind of stuff, and I remember times where temperatures dropped like crazy. Yeah, and for us over here, like, we don't have much of a change in our temperatures at all. Our daytime only changes by about 30 minutes between the longest and the shortest night. There's only like a 30-minute difference because we are so close to the equator. So the only thing that really affects us temperature-wise is the rainy seasons. When other countries are getting huge monsoons, we get like the tail end of it. So yeah, a lot of rain. Oh yeah, secret word game for Sebastian. All you gotta do is chat. Just chat, talk about basic stuff, somewhere in there is the secret word. Say it and you win those 2 cool bracelets. Which I think is pretty cool. Like, there's actually 2 bracelets instead of just 1, which was how we kind of, when we first started out the secret word game, there was it was just a 1 bracelet thing. But Minute Craft donated 1, and I had to donate 1 as well. Explain the secret word game, or explain what I'm working on? Oh, right. So yeah, there's yeah, that is a real thing. I remember when I was in Michigan, I got put on blood thinners because of high blood pressure, and I remember that my boss kept sending me to go do shit in the coolers, and it was absolutely killing me. So yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's probably why I can't handle movie theaters now. Like, I have to actually bring along a sweat jacket to be able to hang out in a movie theater. Otherwise, I'd freeze. Yeah. I would send the bracelets to Argentina, for sure. And it's cool that I have somebody from Argentina actually tuning in. That's awesome. I think that's probably that would be the first time though I've ever sent something to South America. I've sent stuff to Europe. I've sent stuff obviously to America, all over America. Parts of Asia, yeah. Malaysia for sure. Indonesia. Oh yeah, no, one it was in Japan. One was in Japan, yep. Now I'm actually kind of rooting for you to win. Oh, right. I remember now. You have to forgive me. My memory when it comes to a lot of things, like it takes certain triggers for it to happen, and like then I'll remember like every detail. But like, unless it triggers something, then yeah, I have no idea. I think it has to do with the ADHD, but it may also have to do with some brain damage I took. I had like a bad reaction to drugs and stuff, not drugs, like medication. In my youth, had really high fevers and stuff. So I don't know what the actual cause for the brain damage is, but it's there, and I know it. Oh no. Who was it we were talking to about having bad internet because all the buildings are so old. Is that your rainbow? See, I remembered that. I just remember talking about like the old buildings and how that's sort of a thing. Ah, my strings got flipped around and that was so weird. It made like a little bow at the end, which makes it harder to drag them through. Yeah, so one of the most famous YouTubers, PewDiePie, was in, I think it's Bristol or something with a B, on England's southern area. And yeah, he used to always talk about how the internet in England was, you know, just terrible and how long it would take to upload stuff. So, yeah. Oh, that's weird. I really thought that one had some of this. I know that I have made the strings with the glow-in-the-dark stuff and actually wore it for a duration and can confirm that the glow-in-the-dark rayon stuff actually really does work. I thought I had it in that one, but apparently not. Brighton, that was it. Knew it began with a B, couldn't think of the name. I know that he was originally Swedish, and then he moved to the UK, and then he moved off to Japan. I just remembered the B, honestly. I just went with name with a B because that's how my brain categorizes stuff for some really stupid. Yeah, he's in Japan now. And his oldest puggy passed away. It's so sad. The one-eyed puggy. Yeah, he's pretty hilarious. I watch his videos. He's slowed down a lot now. He's no longer actively trying to be the most subscribed YouTuber. You can. Oh, wait. Ooh. Hang on. I got a better idea. You can send me stuff via. Check it out. I got Discord now. You can actually send stuff via that. I'm glad you said Tinder, not Grindr, so. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to get the Discord server sort of built up so we can have some people to hang out with, share ideas. Essentially, I want to be able to like take patterns and play with them, show you guys the kind of things that I want to work on, and get everybody's input onto it. So it's just a fun thing. You're like, oh, that old part, he won't even know what I'm talking about, right? Too funny. Cool. Thank you, Sebastian. Yeah, I started out with it just being on my web browser, but I've actually now have Discord on my phone so I can get messages and notifications and stuff. So yeah. Mind you, this isn't like, you know, I don't want it to like take away from my Patreon, but it seems like it just kind of makes more sense because of the fact that you can follow along, you can listen in, you can share what you're working on, that kind of stuff. And then like in like the main part, I think then we can talk about like what kind of add-ons and what kind of things we want to do to kind of help just make it fun for everybody. Don't make people go looking up what a blue waffle is. That's terrible. Oh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be 11. So basically, I'm almost halfway across this for the third row, which is astoundingly fast. I don't know if you guys kind of follow that sort of thing, but yeah, this is way more than just doing a bracelet in a day. And it comes down to the fact that like I know this pattern really, really well, and I can kind of have it like figured out how to do it efficiently. So I make most of my stuff on my own. If you go into akaawol.com, I'll show you this website. In the tutorial area, or well, probably the easiest way is to go to that little question mark at the end, and then hit do the search for graph paper. And there's various ones on how you can make it yourself, as well as some already made ones. And I work out my own patterns. If I was going to use one of the other ones, I'd probably use the .NET version one for the bracelets. And no particular reason, just I think that I'm just kind of familiar with them a bit. You know, that there was a time many years ago where I tried to put in some patterns and it didn't work out, and I kind of gave up, but that's okay. You know, I don't need to be the guy that put in a bunch of patterns. I know that there's some people who really are into that sort of thing, and I don't. And I think that's why there are some patterns in there that just look like they just did random things and found that it was repeatable enough that the thing accepted it. And They are not good looking, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be true in both of the platforms. But yeah, if you put in that you're like wanting to work on a particular pattern, and you just give a link or an image from either one of them, that's fine. Dude, Phil, you have no idea, man. They usually get me like closer to midnight. They'll start talking food and make me go crazy. That's why I don't seem to be able to last longer than 2 hours, because oh man, they just start talking food. Yeah, but it'd be boring because I am totally discovered I am not as adventurous with food as I might have thought. Like, it turns out there's all kinds of stuff over here that I eek. Like, if they did a food show with me, it'd be like me going, oh no, 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 why is there tentacles in this one, and why is there... You know what, one of the most surprising things about food that I never knew about myself is, and I only learned this over here, is I don't like cinnamon when it's done to something savory, right? If you put cinnamon on meat or a stew or anything like a savory now mind you, I can't walk past a Cinnabon without like drool and whatever. But as soon as you put it in with like a burger or something, like, oh god, no. Yeah, I'm not doing chicken feet either. That just looks bad. It's like, it just looks like there's like toenail crud, and oh no. No chicken feet. Yes, it would be a lot like Fear Factor. But I can get cringy. I got cringy on was it a chicken burger? There's a chicken burger that I had recently where they just buried it in this weird sauce. So then the buns got all like soggy and stuff, and it was barely even a hamburger by the time it got to the house. Yeah, no, I like fish. I like fish while they're swimming around and looking happy and not staring at me with the whole I like square fish. I had square fish earlier today. You got her laughing. That was awesome. Wait, is there somewhere that actually says how long the stream's been going? That seemed really precise. Yeah, I can eat curry foods no problem, and yeah, many a bike ride had a late night stop where somewhere had some kind of curry dishes, but I do not need a fish head in it. Like, that's, they can just leave that part out. Oh my god. So somebody around us the last few nights have been buying durian and eating it. Last night, for some odd reason, the smell was wafting through our living room, and I was just losing my mind. Like, how stanky does your fruit have to be that I can smell it in my living room? Like, that's like the aerodynamics and stuff was not even making sense. Like, where are you that the smell is now penetrating my house? And then, like, the night before, it was like in the kitchen area, just strong as can be. It was like somebody opened the packet right here in the house, and I'm like, that's just, why? It's, and you can't say that it tastes so good that it makes, you know, it worth dealing with the smell. It isn't. It's not that great. And it's not the king of fruit. Apple. Everybody likes a damn apple, right? The whole who likes durian is like a 50-50 thing. Like, so it is not the king of fruits. That's silly. It's, yeah, the king of fruit has to be either apple or orange. Yeah, it's powerful stench. Yeah, they try to say it's king. No, because it has a thorny crown is all. Yeah. Now, mind you, I'm a nice enough of a guy. I went on a bike ride with friends, and for whatever reason, we stopped in, was it Gaylong? We ended up in Gaylong, ended up letting them all eat the stinky fruit. I could have pedaled away. I couldn't stop you. Bye! Hopefully you'll give you a ride home. Yeah. I have powers, you know. So, okay, jackfruit, oddly enough, smells like you left the gas on. That is exactly what jackfruit smells like. I can, you know, that is, if you ever turned on the gas stove and you didn't get the pilot light to catch, that's what jackfruit smells like. Curry is nice. I like even Japanese curries and Indian curries and all that stuff. That's fine. I don't know about stinky tofu. I have no idea what that is. Kimichi? Is that the... Huh? Kimchi. Kimchi? That's that preserved fruity thing, right? Yeah. Right. Cooked veggies, right. Yeah, don't like that one. And then what was the last one? Don't know that one either. Belichin? Huh? Oh, that's the stuff Mom used to make. Yeah, I don't like that either. Is it? Okay. She says if they make it spicy, it's okay. I don't know. Why do you want to introduce me to terrible things? That's not nice. No. Just say no. It's like some of the food here started out as like I dare you to eat it. And people are like, okay, so I ate it and I'm fine. Let's make that a thing. And for some odd reason it took off. Like I see absolutely no reason to want to eat abalone. But everybody seems to just think that, you know, Chinese New Year's got to eat these stupid... They're snails with a weird shell. That's all an abalone is. And snails run around and just run through the poops and... I know, I have freshwater abalone in my fish tank. and they're essentially they're just a snail, and I don't eat snails either. They're quick. They can be quick. They don't have feet. Well, they do have a foot. And they're quick. That's why. Yeah. You know what else is nice with the right sauce? Chicken. Chicken is nice. There's nothing wrong with chicken. Maybe even a fish. As long as it doesn't have its head and is boneless. Those are nice. I didn't take from that section, though, did I? Nope. And I was digging the hell out of it, and everybody else was like, what is that boy know that we don't know? And then they started getting into it. It was good fish. Sebastian made it over to Discord, so that's awesome. Glad to see you made it. Have you seen the video of the girl that was ready to go eat an octopus and like the top of its head or whatever was chopped off, but the thing like latched onto her face? Yeah. No. There's a lot of dishes over here that have octopus in it, and I gotta say, it's got like the texture of rubber. It's just, I don't care how you cook it, it's rubbery, and it's just not, it's not worth it. It's not like, I would try alligator. I would try alligator for sure. Never had crocodiles or alligator. I've had bison. Bison's good. Kind of like a gamey version of hamburger. I've had frog legs, which are kind of like chicken, which kind of brings you to the whole idea of why not just eat chicken if you're going to eat stuff that's kind of like chicken anyways. Ostrich is good. That's sort of like a cross between a red meat and bird, which is sort of interesting. See, this is why I need live audiences, is like, I never know what to talk about, and everybody, you guys always come up with interesting new topics, and this is interesting. All the things that Kevin doesn't like. Yay. Do I remember fish bones? Is that a place? Is that just the bones? What are we? I'm guessing that's a no. And what is the notification sound? Is it this one? Oh, there's a little red thing over here. Oh, yeah, okay, so I was not a huge Greek town whatever. I used to, closest thing that, like, that direction or whatever, I'd go to the farmer's market and stuff a bit, but not too much to the Greek town thing. At one time, that's funny, my watch thinks I just hit my daily goal for walking based off of me tying knots. That's hilarious. I remember going to Greek town once and I tried a Greek wine, and the stuff really just weird. It's, you take a drink and by the time you swallow, it's like every bit of moisture in your mouth has been sucked completely out of it, and your mouth is so dry, like desert kind of dry. And I was just like, nope, hate it. Mexican town. Did you ever go eat down there? Mexican town used to be a lot of fun. Cold beer, hot salsa. Oh man, greatest combinations ever. Then getting like a whole table-sized nacho. Oh my god. Because we're too diverse. There being, what would, hang on, let's, yeah, my new camera's up. What would you include in a Singapore town restaurant? I think you actually have to type it in because they can't hear you. I think whatever you would put into it would be shallow compared to the diversity here. We can go and have northern Indian food, we can have southern Indian food, we can have Italian food. Sure. Yeah. But then Americans would get the wrong impression of what is available here, I think. Like, yeah, but okay, get this, Phil. The things that they have in Chinese restaurants aren't over here on the in Asia. Like egg foo young, like they have no idea what that is. Or the or almond boneless chicken, not happening. Or General Tao, or what is it? General something chicken? Yeah, they don't have that one. Like egg foo young is literally a southeast Michigan thing. I got Mandy's mom to make it for me once. I didn't realize how big of a portion she had made. Ended up eating the whole damn thing. It had how many eggs? 8 eggs in it. Needless to say, I kind of overate that night and definitely regretted it. But it was good. I want to hear about what this white dude in San Francisco came up with. If we got, because the where I got the recipe to pass to mom, basically said it's just a Southeast Michigan thing. The funny thing was, she was all about it. Like when I gave her the recipes, like, oh, I can do this, and she just went and made this stuff. Did anybody notice my semi-Chinese New Year themed? Can I get focus? I have the Nico cat. Mandy also has a Nico cat on her thumb. We are matching this time. Yeah, no. Wait. Yeah, Taco Bell is really not Mexican. Apparently, and I don't have no idea why, apparently there used to be Taco Bell for a minute over here in Singapore, and it failed. I don't know why it failed. I'm very sad that it did. But no Taco Bell. There's a couple good Mexican restaurants though. There's one. What's the one in the old white building? No, not Chinese. The other. By beach. The beach. The beach road? The white old building next to the new one. The new one's got the wave we stayed at the hotel. What is it? Patos? Well, what's the building? What's that area? What's the area?
South Beach.
Yeah. South Beach Road. There's a nice Mexican restaurant. Kinda. Wouldn't mind going down there again soon. That's what? Is it?
Yes. It's at Taco Bell.
There's a Mexican place in Funan. I like that area too. It's true. Taco Bell really is not Mexican, but it's they make inexpensive things that are just yummy, especially late at night. Especially after a night of drinking. Oh, this one. This is the little, this historically saved building that the Mexican one is in. It's across the street from that big giant hotel complex thing, or on the complex thing, I guess. I know I got really drunk and went there, and yeah, kinda got turned around. Had to have the wife help me, because normally she relies on me for directions. Not that night. I was having a test to see how many scotch I could hold. Apparently, 3 doubles is about my limit. I mean, I still walked and was fine. I didn't do anything, you know. It wasn't terrible. But, yeah. No. No. I was directionless. Well, the weird thing about when it comes to food like that, yes, America bastardizes a lot of food. But the truth is, even Singapore does some of this kind of stuff. There is a restaurant here called the Yellow Submarine, and they went to Philadelphia and sampled enough of the Philly. What are those called? The cheesesteak, the Philly cheesesteaks, to where they were actually able to make it exactly like that, like it really, really authentic, and it just was not taking off, you know, becoming at all popular here. And so they had to like change up the key ingredients that gives it the seasoning on the meat to make it more palatable to the Singaporeans, and then it was a hit. Because when I went there, I'm like, oh, this is kind of like that, but it's not the same. And they're like, dude, we had it the same, and nobody would eat it. They did not like it, and it's true. Like, different cultures have different palates of what they like and don't like. Just like me, I have discovered that, like, I really don't like cinnamon on, you know, the my savory dishes. But if you check out like the Chinese allspice thing, or 5-spice, or whatever it is, one of those ingredients is cinnamon. And to whatever degree, like, the more cinnamon, the more I hate it. And I'm sure that's because I have an American background. Even the tonic drink that I'm like kind of crazy about, to me, palate wise, it's awful. Mandy seems to think it's not so bad, so I'm guessing it's probably, again, a cultural difference in what is whatever. It's not that necessarily they just think badly about the other, and that's why they make it, you know, so different. You make what sells. You know, I made a lot of bags to put into my shop. Why? Because that seems to be what people are more interested in. I guess you can get bracelets anywhere, but the bags is something kind of a novelty. So I make what sells. It's just that easy. Yeah. There's just something about the local food that it's, you know, because if you go to Malaysia and you have various similar dishes, they can be kind of different, and we're not that far apart from each other. Like, have chicken rice in, where did we go that time? What's Malacca? Ugh. Yeah, Olive Garden is an Italian. There's a lot of that. It's not, and it's not with prejudice. It's just what the local people will pay for. It's just true. Yeah, we may have McDonald's in the United States, but Prosperity Burgers, I'm pretty sure, have never hit the menu there. Yeah, no, because Americans would lose their mind if you had a McDonald's in America. Like there would be outrage. Yeah, I'm sure the KFC here is way different. The Pizza Hut here. Oh my God, Phil, you should look up pizzahut.com or .sg and take a look at the menu and see what kind of ridiculous things they have over here, because the Pizza Hut here does not make sense. It's pizza's only partial to what they do, and the rest of the stuff is just, yeah. That's okay, Sebastian. I'm around a lot of Malaysians and people who, you know, English is a second language. So yeah, I'm spelling, and I'm terrible at spelling because Americans have terrible education. So I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, United States. But I've been in Singapore now for 12 years, coming up to 12 years. Yeah, I kind of realized, like, after I had said it, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe that might not be. Detroit, Michigan is not necessarily enough of a location to actually pin down where I was from. What did I miss? Oh, hey!
No, that's the old one.
I did change it. Wait, what was it? I did change it. It's not Detroit. Hang on, I gotta go see what's happening. No, it's changed it. took all these out. I did. You don't get to win. That wasn't the word. And apparently I messed something up. And so we're going to have to turn off Mandy Cam while she fixes it. I have no idea how that even happened. Like, I swear to God, last week it was working, apparently looked fine. And now this week it looks like I never touched it. That was weird. So got totally thrown off my game because Mandy's like, look, look, look. I have no idea. Hey, Tony made it. All right. So yes, I'm American, born and raised there. Common stuff? Well, my father was from part of the Ukraine, like born there, and like I swear I think a lot of the food my mom made was probably influenced by that. We'd have meatloaf, we would have goulash, we would have these chicken dumpling things, chicken dumpling stew type stuff. Was there anything that, like, I would think was like basically straight up American? No. Like, the only thing that's probably really American is McDonald's. Like, most of the other stuff is all like taken from other countries and like changed on. Mind you, I like doing that. I like, you know, taking a recipe and like making it my own and tweaking it. So I don't know. But the dumplings we had were like big fluffy balls of dough, like in with like a chicken stew. So not like really a pierogi kind of thing. It was just like a big clump of dough. Yeah, so yeah, most of the stuff, yeah, and then my mom was from England, so God knows what of the dishes that like she brought to it. So I, you know, honestly, yeah, they're not like the Singapore dumplings. It was different. Okay, so apparently secret word has been updated. We gotta go back to doing this again. It was not Detroit. And why it went back to it, I have no friggin' clue. But if that happens again, I'm gonna have to get with Stream Elements and tell them off. That's not cool. Yeah, so these dumplings were like, I want to say it's like kind of doughy. I don't know. It's like a big... And of course I have no family members to ask. Right. So my wife just pointed out a very valid thought. Because America is a country of all immigrants, like the only true native people were the Indians. Nothing is strictly American. It isn't. It's all taken from other cultures and then given their own whatever. Chocolate, okay, I know something that's really American. Chocolate chip cookies are American. And I can say that because the woman making chocolate chip cookies was looking at a recipe for making chocolate cookies and figured she didn't need to take that extra step of melting the chocolate chips down because they would just melt in the oven anyways. And she lacked the forethought of knowing that that's not how it was really going to work, and went and did it out of pure laziness, which is completely American, and ended up with something that we're like, heck yeah, that's pretty cool. And that became a thing. So yeah, that's totally American and makes sense. The rest of it's all just various mimics of other things from other places. So yeah, Phil, you got to look up what a prosperity burger is, because that's what McDonald's is tossing around over here right now. It's absolutely covered in this black pepper sauce and lots of onions, and it's okay. I'm not gonna diss it. You know, I will eat it if, you know, there's a special like buy one get one kind of thing. Other than that, I just go for the spicy chicken. Oh man, I love me some chocolate chip cookie dough. I am not even kidding. Like the ice cream from like Ben and Jerry's, that's kind of okay, but just buying a big tube of cookie dough and just eating that, heck yeah. I used to go, this is a true story, back when I lived in Michigan, I used to go and buy the big tube of cookie dough, and me and the kids, we would just love that stuff. Like, they were just like, heck yeah, give me some of that. And my ex hated it. Like, you're not supposed to do that, you gotta cook it. I'm like, let's take a vote here. How many of you guys want me to cook it, and who would like me to just squeeze them off a little slab of this? And me and the kids were just like all voting for cookie dough, and yeah, the ex hated that. Oh yeah, pizza. Now pizza, I don't know what kind of pizza you have down there in Argentina, but like, pizza is a huge thing. When I used to have to walk to work, I had to walk about 5 miles, which is like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, something like that. I used to have to walk 5 miles to work. I would pass 4 pizza places on my way to work. Like, that's how densely, like, oh man, pizza is like a mainstay of American diet. But you have to have like good thick crusts and not the weird stuff. Like, all the pizza here was weird until Little Caesars came along. But yeah, those are America's like fast food. They're like really super common. People have that kind of on the regular. Okay, things in the South are way different from things in the North. I don't know about the fair thing, but I know that Southern cooking is way more, there's a lot more fried food in the South I think the North tried to get healthy, and the South was like, nope. They deep fry Snicker bars in the South. Like literally put like a casing of dough around it and then deep fry the thing. Right. Thank you, Minute. Oh, fairly. That was what I said. I get it. Fairly common, meaning it's something that's often. Yeah, lot of lard in the South. Extra fat, absolutely. Like when you see somebody who's almost too big for the electric scooter to get into a Walmart, they're probably from the South, or at least influenced by the South. Oh yeah, gravy is a big thing in the South, that's for sure. Biscuits and gravy. Well, to be fair, Michigan was not without its barbecues, and in some of the neighborhoods, man, I tell you what, they kick out those big old grills, and you get everybody to gather around for that stuff. Heck yeah. Yeah, great. Well, yeah, it's a sauce-like thing, sure. Made from some kind of remnants of the meat. It's like bland curry. When you talked about it being, not like the Asian one, I suddenly realized, yep, that's what American gravy is. It's just flavorless. Well, it's not some flavor, but it's just bland curry. So, Sebastian, if we were ever so fortunate as to make our way to Argentina, what kind of foods could we expect to eat there? All right. Oh, I wonder if we should add a food thread to the Discord. Discord might actually get a food thread because Mandy just told me that there is an Argentina type or South American type restaurant here in Singapore, and I think we're going to share what we have. So we're going to add another thread to our thing over there. Yeah, it is a bit like the USA, except for it was colonized by England, so it's got a lot of England influences. That's kind of cool. We have actual multiple people over listening to our Discord thing. That's kind of cool. Hey, however you get your content, that's fine by me. I would like to grow the YouTube channel, but honestly, if I can inspire people, that's good enough. Hey. So I take it that's your thing there, Phil. Cool. Okay, how do I share the stream? Oh. Oh, Phil, you're a genius. Wait. Let me try it. Wait, it's not letting me. Can I? I need to find where it figures out which camera is getting used. Oh. Wait, let's see if I can do this. type in AKA AWOL? Pull up this actual thing. Nope. Oh, you still got it anyways. This one, right? Right now? Oh, so can I move it up to the north? Wait, oh. No, because I'm not. Okay. Oh. So that's so cool. What is this down here? Oh, that's the member. Okay. This is so confusing. Like, there's like literally so many more things going on at once. Yeah, I'm not sure if it will or not. It does seem like YouTube wanted to like be authorized or whatever to do the thing. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, we got one person that's joined it already. Like literally so many more things going on. I keep getting like weird little sound effects going on. I'm like, okay, it's Discord. Yeah, I'm not sure if it will or not. It does seem like YouTube wanted to like be authorized or whatever. Whoa, that's weird. Wait, is that muted for them? Okay, somebody needs to go and see the stream over there because I had to mute it. Oh, I keep getting like weird little sound effects going on. I'm like, okay, it's Discord.
No, I'm only getting your audio in Discord.
Oh, that was really cool. Whoever said that, I could hear you.
That because we're in a voice chat call.
Okay, somebody needs to go. That kicks butt. Now I can actually talk to the people. I'm live streaming. This is cool. Normally I have to try to read what's going on the screen, which it definitely takes away from the whole experience. Oh, that was really cool. Whoever said that, I could hear you.
Yeah, because we're in a voice chat call.
Oh, wait, I wonder...
Damn, your YouTube stream is lagging so far behind Discord.
Yes. Yes, and there's nothing I can do about it because the sound that I generate or whatever takes at least a minute or so before I see it over in the live stream thing. Mandy says it's 30 seconds. I think it's longer. There's a real weird time frame for that. And I'm not sure. Yes, that is the voice of Phil. Yeah, I was wondering whether or not that the sound was actually going to come all the way over to the video, and apparently it does because we were monitoring the sound of the computer itself to be able to feed into for the music. So yeah, this is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to set up more administrative tools because giving me free reign to onto your stream is bad for your monetization.
Hello, man.
Hello. Yeah.
You should put this channel on private.
Put the channel on.
this voice channel.
Yes.
I don't know if you want it.
Yeah, it's gonna come up kind of laggy into the regular video, but I kind of welcome the whole ability to talk. That's kind of fun.
I would restrict this to maybe your highest paid tier patrons.
Oh, right, that might make sense. That's a good idea.
That way you don't have just a ton of randoms in here just possibly damaging your stream.
That's a good idea, Phil. That's a really good idea. I don't know how to do the limits and stuff yet, but that gives me an angle to work with for sure.
Well, it's Discord does it. You're gonna have to work with your bots, but you can have it linked to where Discord will attach to your Patreon, so your highest tiered or whatever you set up for, whatever requirements, it will verify it and give them access to. You can also do roles too in Discord.
Right.
A bot will assign them the role, and then they'll have the ability to enter the voice chat with you. Otherwise, they can only go into the text channels.
Right. I did see some of that when I was kind of setting things up, but I didn't understand what any of it was for, and I did not realize I could actually have people being able to communicate with me while a stream was actually going or anything like that. And yeah, giving that to the patron, that I love it. That's a great reason to get people to join the Patreon, which I am all about, because yeah, this is way cool. This has got a lot of potential.
Sorry, man. I will excite.
That was Sebastian. Go. Oh, it minuses the thing now. Oh, that's still cool. Yeah, I was hoping that I would to be able to make up for the time differences in the voice thing. I was trying to make it so that way, instead of doing the stream over in Discord, I was going to actually feed the live video that was actually coming out of OBS. But for some odd reason, I couldn't seem to make that work. If I could make it go directly, then both of them would be getting there at the same time frame.
Discord is not lagging. It's from your OBS, and by the time it goes through your streaming service, which will be OBS and over the internet, it's actually that far behind on YouTube.
Right, exactly. And that's why I was thinking if I could feed the both of them with the same content, like maybe the lag would be exactly the same. Right. Yeah, so you're actually hearing.
Latency is real.
So if you're actually going through the Discord, you're actually hearing me 30 seconds or more before the rest of the group. So that's kind of interesting. If I could.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. That's how I noticed it was so far behind in delay.
Right.
Because Discord is giving me your audio way faster because it's a lot quicker to transmit audio than video.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna have me looking up all kinds of settings and stuff. This is, yeah, like I said, I was trying to figure out, like, I know other people use Discord, and I know that that's, like, kind of like a big thing. And, yeah, I was trying to understand how and why, and this kind of makes a lot of sense.
Say,
So
see,
yeah.
I have all these great ideas, but I'm just not typing them out.
So, so you heard it here first, folks. Join me over on Patreon. You can support the channel, and you can be able to talk directly while we're doing the whole thing. I think I'm going to start out with everybody being able, all Patreon people being able to, and then if that gets too out of hand, we'll make it a higher tier or something. But right now,
So, yeah,
there's
that'll probably be down the line where you have to restrict it. Because right now, how big is your following?
well, right now I have like all of 4 people in Patreon, so yeah, I can kind of afford to let that be on the low end, because there's only 4 of them, and time zones restrict a couple of them from actually even participating. So yeah, but this gives us something to work on. Oh, and one of them is really super shy and worried that because they're predominantly French speaking, that their accent is too difficult, which is sad, because I think there's nothing wrong with having an accent. If you can speak 2 languages, you're so much further ahead than I am. Like, honestly, like I can do English.
Duolingo is your friend.
Yeah, like those. Dual language means that you're smarter than I am, and I respect that.
No. There's a app called Duolingo. It will teach you any language on the planet.
Dude, you're assuming that I didn't kill off enough brain cells to make that possible. Like that's not happening. Right? There's too much other garbage up here. My wife could teach me, you know. Well, okay, admittedly, Chinese is way harder. Way harder. Like,
now, are we talking Chinese, or are we talking Mandarin or Cantonese?
actually, it'd either be Mandarin or Hokkien. And Hokkien is a dialect, which is like Cantonese, but it's from a different part of China. Apparently there's a bunch of them. I don't get it. I thought...
Yeah, it is. Shoot, there's a bunch of different versions of Spanish.
Right, true that. So yeah.
Shoot, it's just like we're not speaking the same English that they do in England.
Speak half a language? Which half? And
Shoot, that's kind of like somebody that's Spanish and speaks half English. They're speaking Spanglish. Same thing for Fringlish.
yeah, we got Singlish over here. Did you hear about that? So America does like joint military things with Singapore, and they had the dogfights, and Singapore was not winning. Let's just put it that way. And then they suddenly decided, you know what? It's because the Americans are listening in. So they started talking Singlish, which is basically a mixture of Malaysian and Chinese and just a whole stew of language to get meshed together and then beat the Americans in the air fight. The Americans could only win by cheating. So yeah, true story.
It's the American way.
It is, right? like what is American norm? Cheating,
Insanity.
fast, greasy foods. Well, I guess America did try to clean up its act. They realized that grease and fried foods were bad, so bad that Kentucky Fried Chicken changed its name to KFC because they didn't want that dirty word of fried in there. They didn't stop frying the chicken. They just took the word out.
Actually, they did, because you can get grilled chicken instead of fried.
Really?
Yeah, we've had that for years.
Yeah, I kind of tend to stick to the normal
even
stuff.
Chick-fil-A, dude, you can get everything on the menu grilled. Like, it is the weirdest thing. When you go to get some chicken nuggets, instead of having them fried and breaded like usual, you can get them grilled.
Wow. I wonder if that's at all actually healthier or if it's just a placebo effect.
Well, no, it's medically proven. If you don't want clogged arteries and high blood pressure, you should grill your chicken instead of frying.
Yeah, yeah.
And that goes for anything, really. You should really do as little frying as possible.
Right. Yeah, funny you would mention that, because like I now take medication for cholesterol as well as stuff for high blood pressure. So, you know, all those years of American diet have come back to haunt me.
I'm sure I'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
I say because I haven't eaten enough like Americanized food enough to be there yet. Because growing up, my mom was weird and always wanted to try different stuff versus just frying everything.
Right.
And so it weirds people out that I don't have high blood pressure.
Well, you're also a lot younger, so it never really got to me until I got older, and I don't know why that's a thing, but it is.
I'm getting there now. Yeah, and I just kind of, not on purpose, I just kind of gave up fried foods anyway.
Yeah. Well, I gave up
that's
pork.
All the health craze here is everybody's getting away from grease. They don't want greasy foods anymore. Everybody's on this health kick. Everything's air fried, no grease.
Hey, I can tell you, I got a recipe I'll share with you for potatoes in an air fryer that actually turns out really good, like really good. And just a little bit of oil on them. Cheese, though, it's got what cheese is that? What cheese did we put on the air fried potatoes?
It sounds dangerously close to homemade chips.
Parmesan cheese turns out really good on the air fryer, and it's like the real Parmesan apparently. Yeah, it's like little cubes of potatoes, and yeah, like I said, I'll pass you the recipe. Oh my god, that stuff is so good. And
You know
I just
what?
realized
does that in a pan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the air
Does
fryer
the
though.
cubed potatoes seasoning, but I have to tell her to try it in the air fryer now.
Yeah. Yeah, so this always happens. It's getting closer to midnight and you guys start talking about this crazy stuff, and then I'm starting to think in my head, oh wait, I got potatoes in the kitchen, right? Let's see what else. Do I got the cheese? Yeah, I got the cheese. I do not want to wait. It takes 20 minutes to cook up these potatoes, by the way. It's 2 10-minute intervals. And the real trick is you cook the potatoes for the 10 minutes at first, and then you add in the cheese. Because if you try to put it all in at once, all the cheese will end up in the bottom and not on the potatoes. So yeah, that doesn't work out.
Hold on. Artificial crab? Intercraft, you're gonna have to explain that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what is in an artificial. Crab sticks. crab sticks are artificial crab, and yeah,
Oh no, we get straight up legs here.
yeah. I'm sure that there's some artificial crabs in America. I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
But yeah, there's tons of crab sticks
In
and stuff
sushi,
everywhere.
apparently it's
I
a
don't
thing in
particularly
sushi.
mess with them.
Yeah,
I say yeah, because since we're in Vegas, we just go ahead and just get the actual crab legs.
right. Alaskan king crabs,
Tons
the
of
good
those.
stuff, the deadliest
Stuff
catch
you
stuff.
gotta fight it to eat it.
Right.
I said, and to be fair, this time you didn't wait until midnight to start talking about food. We've been on food for the longest, which is why I said we just need to change this to a food stream.
Yeah, except for
Not to have
did you see where the immediately the girls wanted to take it? They went straight up Fear Factor. Like, oh yeah, let's make it a food stream, but we'll make it like a dare Kevin to try to do all kinds of awful stuff. Like, I don't know why. Don't know why. Girls want to see me suffer. Can't believe how far I got on this. Alright, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Partway into number 15.
You got distracted by all the food.
I know, man. Honestly, I have a strawberry pie from McDonald's in the fridge, and it is totally calling my name. I'm ready to throw down with that bad boy.
Get yourself an apple pie.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love apples?
I know. This strawberry is like a limited time thing, so I figured I'd grab it. So Phil, you missed it during the New Year. Mandy and I made it up into the mountains. So if you're near the equator, but you're up in the mountains, you kind of stay temperature-wise right around the 70s all the time. Which, for us, that's like normally we're in the mid to upper 80s daily. So to drop down to some 70s.
What's the humidity like though?
Anywhere along here, the humidity is pretty high. But yeah, the 70s with humidity is not so bad. Like low 70s. Low 70s versus upper 80s, but with humidity. So yeah, big huge break from the heat. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I think Singapore, if I remember the tour guide correctly, said that the average temperature or the average humidity here in Singapore is 70%. So yeah, it's pretty relentless.
Reminds me of Orlando.
Yeah, except for at least Orlando has that winter period where things actually kind of dial it down a bit.
Well, for me, living in Orlando and living in Vegas is kind of similar. It's just the change in scenery.
But Vegas is a dry heat, right?
Yeah, but it feels the same.
That's just because it's hotter.
Yeah, no, I'm saying because like I went to Orlando for a year, it was way more humid, but it's lower temps, so it balanced out where it felt the exact same.
Right, right.
And weirdly enough, the cost of living was the same.
Right.
So at that point, it was just a decision of, do I want to look at sand and dirt or look at grass and trees and swamps and alligators everywhere?
And you prefer the sand and dirt?
I'm closer to California and Hawaii here.
Yeah.
And there's no hurricanes.
No hurricanes is a big selling point.
Yep, I got out of there. Everybody's like, why would you leave? I'm like, I'm getting out of here before the next hurricane. They go, we haven't had a hurricane in a while. I'm like, exactly my point. You're due for it. I'm out.
For sure, for sure. All right, take care of my new craft.
Minute craft? I've been calling them minute craft.
I know, I did too. I did not know that minute and minute were spelled the same, and that just one of the things that's now going to bother me about English is that it can be either or. And I called it minute craft for a while. Yeah. No.
It's just like read and read.
Yeah, or live and live.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on spatulas, because that one really bothers me. Because the thing you flip a burger with has the same name as the thing that you use to get the last of the mayo out of the jar. Those things are completely different. They need different names.
I don't know about that one, Chief. In the hood, we use a butter knife to get that out of the jar.
Yeah, but if you're damn poor like I was, you got to get that rubber thing that gets down in there and gets the real last of it. If you could settle with just what the knife could get, you were rich.
So who's that focus hope poor? And no one's gonna know what that is.
No, they aren't. Oh no.
I forgot about that. That just came back to me. They were right next to the Hostess Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is still there.
Probably.
But they closed down the main one.
I was gonna say, didn't Hostess close for a minute and then came back? Or
well, wait. No. The other bakeries are there. It's the main one that they had downtown. Okay. That one closed down and became Motor City Casino.
Right.
It was supposed to be a temporary casino, and we're still waiting for it to live up to that temporary part.
Right.
And that was, back in 05?
No.
04, 05?
Longer than that, hadn't it?
No. Because I used to live right there on Grand River in Rosa Parks, and that was right, like maybe 2 blocks from the Hostess Bakery, but it was Motor City Casino by then.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, this is temporary. I'm like, all right, cool. So when are you going to move and let the bakery move back in?
I still want to think that it started closer to like 2000. Like I really thought it was way earlier.
No.
Yeah, I know people during the pandemic who were talking about how upset they were that they couldn't go down there to gamble. Like, you want to die and throw your money away? Well, no. Yeah, Secret Word Game glitched earlier, guys. That was the robot betrayed me.
Say quickly, everyone, type everything we just said, because apparently we must have said the secret word.
No.
The prompt man need to remind you. You need to stay on YouTube. get that viewership up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to get OBS to play well with Discord. If I can get those two, because at first it had a problem with the microphone, and I discovered because the default on the computer is basically it's non-existent. It's just like a microphone in the microphone port, which I do not have. Yeah, I had to, once I changed it to the right thing, it was fine. So I suspect it's doing the same thing with the camera. It's looking for settings for a regular camera that's like not in use. But if I can direct it to
that's what I'm saying. For like the next stream, like you can have all this configured by then. That way you're not trying to
of course
midstream.
Right. Yeah. Because then
you have to go in OBS and tell
because if I can get it to go off
devices you want to use.
Wait, if I get it to sync with OBS, then the voice and the video will match, right? So when people hear like you talk, it'll be in sync with the rest of it. Because right now I think we're off by a mile.
No, because other people won't tell the difference. The only people that's gonna know the difference is the people that's in this voice chat with you. Everyone else gets no difference.
Wow. It is way too late in the day for my brain to try to be processing the whole time and reality and sync time, and it's all very
time space continuum.
Yeah. And how my computer plays
you gotta recharge your flux capacitor.
Right.
And then once you gotta get that bad boy up to 88 miles per hour.
I just saw a video, I just shared it with the wife earlier, about some of the little finer things that they did in the movie. So apparently the first time when Michael J. Fox goes down to the mall, it's called Twin Pines. And then when he returns to after all the events, the car had crashed through one of the pine trees while he was back in time or whatever. And when he returns to see Doc Brown and dealing with the whatever, it's Lone Pine Mall as opposed to Twin Pine Mall. So like the effects of changing something in the past, you know, it's pretty hilarious. It was really cool. Like the fact that they actually went to that kind of trouble to have these little minute details that, like, I swear I would have never caught that in a million years. I think that's brilliant. That's the good stuff.
Oh, like shoot, that and butterfly effect.
Yeah, we can.
Rainbow, there's no excuse to have that many tabs open.
Yeah. Wait, tomorrow we will be out for part of the day, part of the afternoon, which is probably like when she's sleeping, right? Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow totally can. We should be home by then. We can. But yeah. I thought only people with ADHD have that many tabs open.
No, that's normally somebody looking at porn.
I have tabs based off of like things I was interested in, and then like I hadn't finished reading the article, so like I just kind of leave the tab there and like hope that I'll like get the ambition to actually go back and finish it. So yeah, I probably have more than my fair share.
My original statement still stands.
Yeah, well.
But the kids today call it research. They don't call it, articles. They call it research.
Research. Yeah. Married men have to close those tabs.
No, they have incognito mode.
All right. Yeah, now you got me looking like, okay, what do I have open? I have YouTube because I need YouTube to be open to be able to have this whole live stream happening. Okay, what's next? My Gmail. Okay, that makes sense. I need that for checking on the regular. I got my Google Calendar. I've got my own web page open. I've got a Patreon tab open. I have, what is the next one? Oh, that's Google Keep for various note purposes. I probably really don't need that open. Facebook, Instagram. What else is this? What's this one? Something that died. Oh, it's that Open AI thing. I have a couple tabs open with friendshipbracelets.net, which is completely research. I'm going to try to do some kind of neat things where I take a pattern that somebody else has generated and is part of the database, and I'm going to find the segment that kind of makes for an interesting center and then play with the rest of the pattern to make it into something new. And this is going to be like a new segment of my videos I'm going to do. I just haven't kind of gotten around to it because this big thing is a monster and it takes a lot of time, and I like how it looks. It's kind of like my current fixation. So yeah, I'm kind of run with that. Like when you have ADHD, if you have a fixation and it actually gets you progress, you just stay with it. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, could you show that thumbnail on stream? Because I missed it. I was too busy typing.
Oh, I didn't show it on screen, but I can.
Well, no, you did. You were showing your nail.
Oh, my thumbnail. Yeah, okay, can.
Yeah, for the Chinese New Year.
Wait, let's see if I can get this one. Hang on. Why is the camera refusing to focus? I really want it to come out good. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a picture and bring it in for next week.
Oh no, it came out decent enough.
Because the problem is like there is like a little gold medallion around its neck. Like there's a necklace and a little gold thing on it. It's done, and as tiny as it is, that little symbol of the thing that it's holding in its paw spells luck in Chinese. Like the fact that she actually could write a legible word in that amount of space, it deserves like a way. Yeah, my wife's nail is actually small. Oh, wait, can I? In that amount of space, it deserves like a wig. Yeah, my wife's nail is actually. Oh. There, over in Discord is an actual much better, higher res picture of my phone. I can do that stuff now. Like that's.
Oh, welcome to Discord.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I took that picture with my thumb pressed up against my leg. My wife hates the picture because the hairy legs.
What? How can she live with you but then be mad about the picture?
I hear you, man. I think she just overlooks the fuzziness and just I don't know. Wait, let's find out.
There we go. Oh yeah, this is real dangerous. Yeah, you got to start restricting this. Because I can even share my screen.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Yeah, I'll say yeah, we got to work out some boundaries.
Yeah, the only thing is I have no idea how to set anything up in there. Like it honestly, up until recently I was getting notifications that, you were mentioned in this thing. The only reason I even knew anything about Discord was this little red border that goes around and around came from Discord. Like there's a YouTuber who teaches like different things you can do with OBS, and I thought the whole idea of having the little border thing that goes around, well, you can see it, it's around me, it's around Mandy, and it's around the whole overall screen. That came from somebody who shared it on Discord. Now for me to get it, I had to join the Discord, and as a result, every time he put a at everybody, it would give me a notification like that I had been mentioned, and I couldn't even figure out like why am I being sent back to this one area, what is going on. It was only until recently I figured that out, and then I saw that there's another YouTuber that's using Discord for various reasons and sharing and stuff, and I'm like, well, if YouTubers are using Discord, I should probably join that and see if I can't use it to help, and I had no idea how.
Literally everyone is using it.
Right. And yeah, I'm late to the game and I have no idea how any of it works. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a bunch of research on it.
Maybe for a TeamSpeak replacement, but streamers started using it too.
Yeah, I really wonder if the whole watch together on there counts, because YouTube knows that it's being streamed. That's interesting.
I'm pretty sure it won't, because it will be everyone sharing the one view.
Oh, right. Well, and of course YouTube, and of course YouTube's going to try to take any chance of like not having to pay.
Actually, no, it should, because everyone's gonna have separate views on it.
Right.
Because if you go in your creator studio on YouTube, it shows you all your views and where it came from, whether it's on YouTube or off YouTube.
Well, right now it says there's 6 viewers, so I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea how that's working.
Oh no, look at your, share some videos that are on YouTube and see if the view counts go up.
No, this is just the count of how many people are actually watching this live stream right now. Here, I can actually show you.
Yeah, no.
We just dropped down to 5. Let me put it back to the... Um, let's see. Wait, you can watch us at 1.5? How are you doing that? That sounds crazy. Wait, you can change.
Yeah,
you can
rewind
change.
it a
How
little
can you
bit.
change the speed in live? That doesn't make any sense.
Up until you make it to the live stream.
Oh, gotcha.
I can.
Like you can't 1.5 real life. Oh my god, my dentist appointments would be like over in no time. Like, I want to do that. So yeah, views. It doesn't exactly say how much is being watched at a particular moment. It does say that my views are 21, like 2.1k views in the last 28 days. Oh, I know I can check it out. Okay, so in the 155 views in the last 48 hours, right now, between 12 and 1 a.m. it says 4. Yeah, I found it. And see if that video would. But if I share it over here, it's just going to get viewed through regular YouTube. Yes, it would jump. That I know. If I'm streaming it over there, then that would be different. All right, but that we'll play with that tomorrow when I'm not in the live stream.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that was a lot. My brain is in need of. You want to grab that knife pie? I will eat it on stream. Yep.
That didn't resist it any longer.
I can't, man. It's been calling my name too much. Yeah, the other thing I got to figure out is, okay, so this music that we're listening to is copyright free, but every time I do it, I get a warning from Google that it's I have a copyright strike, but it's okay because they don't mind or something. It's like, but if it's a copyright strike, does that mean that if I was a monetized channel, they want some of the money, or no?
Well, no, that copyright strike counts. It's not okay.
No, they say
If you,
it's a warning, but then it
'cause
says
if you get
like, I know if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel's banned. I've got a whole shitload of these things, except for it's like there's the bad ones and then there's the green lit ones, and this is a green lit one, and I just don't know what technical things
look
go with
in
that.
your monetization, see if it says limited. If it's limited, you can't make money on that particular video or stream.
I won't hit monetized until I hit 4,000 watchtowers. I need.
But when you do go monetize,
Yeah.
whoever has that claim will be making your money. You're making it for them.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna have to start making my own music. I don't know if you guys are gonna like it, but I got
tons of copyright claims on my channel because of game videos that have licensed music in them, and I was like, I don't care. I'll never have subscribers, so it's not a problem.
Mm. Yeah, strawberry pie is not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, so I'm trying to build up my channel to get there. Actually, now you got me wondering how many watch hours do we have?
Now, are you just trying to build the channel up around streaming or also around the videos?
Both.
I'll say, because shoot, as long as you're making engaging videos, you could be monetized that way. You don't.
Right.
Versus
So my
the
watch.
streams.
So yeah, my watched hours is 1,333, and I need 4,000 watch hours in a 365-day period in order to monetize. So yeah, I'm. Let's see. Wait, where is analytics? Okay, so right now I am. Where is? Yeah, so basically last Saturday I had 10 hours of watch time. Friday 4.7 hours of watch time. So like the amount of hours I need on the daily has got to go up like a lot before this channel is going to be actually monetized. And
What it sounds like, you need 25% more watch hours.
yeah, more than that, I suspect. I need like no. I'm 25% of watch hours, so I need to. Yeah. I need 4 times as much or 3 times as much stuff watched than what I already have. And like a lot of my old content is still getting viewed. I just noticed like in the watched videos, it's not like my content is like time sensitive where it's no fun to watch it, you know, whatever. So anybody who's looking to learn how to do something easy, they're going to those videos. People are interested in the bags, they're going to those videos. So yeah, it's evergreen, but yeah, that's why I plan on trying to produce more stuff. Like I'll show you one of the patterns. Prospects of that one. And I kind of want to teach people that they too can take a design and then alter it to their own whims and make it their own, you know. When people ask, what is it? Well, it's part this and part that, and, you know, my own creativity, I think, to me, would be a lot more meaningful than just to say I did pattern number whatever, you know. At least that, in my mind, that's how it works. I do know that there are some people who are like, they want to do one of every pattern that's actually on the web. I don't know. I like the idea of being able to switch things up a bit.
I think that goes with anything.
Right.
Like, there's people that like modifying cars. They don't want to do the same exact thing somebody else did. They want to do their own.
Right. Exactly. That's a good point.
Just
that's
like shoot, how you taught me to do websites back in the day. It was like, hey, go rip code and find out the parts you like and mix that into your page.
Right. Yeah, I don't think the kids would understand GeoCities.
Or Excite.
Yeah, no, see.
Vintage MySpace.
Oh man. Times they be a
All the-
changin'.
All the random HTML code that was injected onto those pages.
Ah.
That's where I found Project Playlist. It was somebody who had that HTML code on their MySpace page.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and signed up for Project Playlist, which later turned into Pandora.
Right on.
So it was like, so that was up, and a lot of kids don't understand that. It was like I've had Pandora before it was Pandora, and if you really want to blow some kids' mind, tell them you're older than Google.
I remember my web search go-to was web crawler. That was my search engine for a long time.
Shoot, back in the day, Yahoo was a completely different Yahoo. Yahoo was the go-to, and Alta Vista.
Well, Yahoo and AOL were pretty much like trying to make people think they were the internet and try to keep you in their little house, you know, with their their stuff. That was
AOL, but Yahoo was just a search engine.
I can't remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Because remember, it was literally just a really low quality, dirt cheap HTML web page.
I remember that. Do you remember having? Do you remember having the Yahoo bar, and then like you go like to your mom's, and they would have like five or six of those ones?
Expansion bars installed on my browser. Ever. I would never.
Oh man. I remember my mom had like 5 of those things up there. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, people used to bring their computers to me to fix them, and I fired their computer on and look, and their computer's just dead slow. Open up their web browser, there's like 10 toolbars and all kinds of advertisements popping up everywhere. Just want to throw their computer out the window. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Here's a notepad and a pen. Go back to that.
Yeah. You are not ready for this. Oh, heck yeah.
Between that and Tech Team, the reason I gave up PC repair. Or at least my personal business of repairing PCs. Because it took up my free time, and it was the same morons.
Yeah, I kind of fell out of the whole love of doing PCs when pretty much the first thing that we ever do is wipe the hard drive and start fresh. Like, I can't tell you the number of people who are like, you what? Yeah, remember that thing we made you sign? Yeah, that was what that was about. That you were okay that we were going to wipe your computer to make sure it wasn't, you know, software related.
Oh shoot, man! I wish I could work there. Like, we did that in a rental company, but it was a rental company, so it didn't matter. It wasn't your computer to begin with. Once it comes back, we gotta wipe it so we can re-rent it to somebody else.
Of course, not without having looked through it to see what they've been up to.
Well, of course, I can't confirm that I still have some pre-release videos of some stuff before launch. You know, being in Vegas and all the conventions and announcements and stuff come here.
Right.
So, like, we may not have, you know, made some backups. We can't confirm.
Yeah, I remember getting a PC who a little bit before OnlyFans, but I'm pretty sure they were working towards that sort of a means to an end.
Well,
Mind you, when she came back to pick up her PC, we definitely were like, yes, we have seen you before.
Well, you also got to remember, back in the day, and I had to tell somebody this over on Facebook a few weeks ago, was like, hey, you got to remember, back in the day, nudes used to be, and celebrity nudes used to be the currency. This is well before crypto. This is well before OnlyFans. This is way before Pornhub ever existed. Celebrity nudes and any other nudes were the currency. You jump on, what was it, either a news group or IRC chats, and that was the currency. You traded nudes.
Well, yeah, because we are, if you remember dial-up, porn was difficult, man. Because dial-up just took forever for anything to come to your computer.
Well, exactly.
Videos were almost out of the question because it would just take too damn long.
Yeah, we stayed the hell. Dude, you gotta remember the early days of dial-up. We're not even talking 56K. We're talking 28.8.
Yeah, I remember.
So shoot. Photos were the way that, and we still had magazines at that time. It was still paper medium. So videos, unless you had a VHS, because DVDs weren't even really a thing at the time.
No.
So VHS was still king.
Blockbuster Video.
For some reason, somebody still runs that social media account, and I find that hilarious.
The Last Blockbuster on Twitter.
No, actual Blockbuster account.
There's one on Twitter. It's called The Last Blockbuster, and they're hilarious.
Oh no, this one is just straight up the official Blockbuster account.
Really? Yeah, you'll have to.
Why is it still there?
Yeah.
I think somebody still has Toys R Us account too.
There's Toys R Us here in Singapore. The one that went bankrupt is in America. That didn't do a damn thing to ours. I can go to Toys R Us tomorrow. Matter of fact, I might, just because we'll be in the neighborhood.
All right. Since you're here, Rainbow, unmute yourself and say hello.
You have to wait for it to finally make its way over to the YouTubes.
Well, no, if she's
well,
in
yeah,
Discord,
she's in.
she
Well,
can hear us just fine.
Yeah, but she'd have to have muted one, right? Because otherwise.
Well, no, she left YouTube altogether.
Oh, okay.
So the video stream she's getting is going to be delayed, but our audio,
Right.
is immediate.
So yeah, I see a green. Oh wait, a thing's happening. Something's happening. There's like an orange thing happening. Wait, what is that? It looks like she's doing a thing. There's a green orb between mine and Phil's, but there's an orange thing with hers. It's got like little diamonds. I don't know what that means. I just realized like how far along I had gotten with tying the knots, and feel like somehow or another my brain was completely on autopilot for most of this whole last segment here. Because I really kind of didn't realize how far along I had gotten. That's interesting.
Well, that's what the streams are for.
I know, right? Just kind of shuts off
Break
part
up
of the mind and lets the whole thing get going. That's cool.
Because you got more people to chat to.
Yeah. No, I definitely think this is a definite way to go, and I think you're right, doing the kind of limiting it down and doing the thing with the Patreon. That makes total sense. Well, so Mandy's gonna try seeing how this works. Do you have used your Bluetooth to your
Yeah,
phone?
just go in Discord. You can literally lock just this audio channel, this one alone. Actually, you can leave this one open. Make another one just for live streams. There's a ton of other people that do it with their Discords. Just have one just for live streams and have it locked to only certain people can get in there. Because a lot of game streams do that when they need to, when they're going.
So is that a whole separate server, or is that like a sub thing under the server?
Actually, no. That's, you can literally lock it and control it with your bots. Like I say, give them a certain role with that gives them access to that one channel. You don't even have to hide it. You can hide it if you want, but you have it there where if I go into Discord and click on that channel, it won't let me in. It'll tell me I don't have access to it, and you can have it in one of your general channels, or put it in your README and say, hey, if you want this role, subscribe to my Patreon, and the Patreon will give you access, the bot will give you access to the live stream channel.
Okay, so Mandy's trying it with her phone. She was worried about feedback because of being in the same room, but if she's got her headphones on, I don't think it'll happen. She's afraid that, well, I think there's enough delay that it won't. If it gets ugly,
She shouldn't catch any feedback, especially if she's got headphones on.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, 'cause a
so
lot of
she's
gamers do
connected.
They want. I need to edit next week's video.
Ah, there we go. I think. Yeah, you kind of came through the speaker for a second. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, so Mandy's figured out how to do it.
Yeah, she's in there. I would say we can just lock this one channel down, like rename this one to live stream or stream only, whatever you want to call it. You can make another one if you just want to have a general chat just for people in Discord.
Right.
You can lock this one down to just live streams only, and only people that subscribe to your Patreon or your certain.
Well, I saw something
Patreon
about the
download.
whole the video or the audio thing connect thing. There is something about making it specifically like you can let everybody be in, but only certain people can have that. I did see something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do that too. I forgot. Yeah, you can have it where they can come in and listen, but they won't have the ability to talk.
Right.
Which you can still control that anyway. Because right now you can look in there, you can mute everyone else in there but you, or you can pick certain people to unmute.
Right. Right.
So you do have that ability to pick who can talk and who can just be in there.
Right.
Kind of like a Zoom meeting.
Right. Yeah, like there's so many settings I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I'm gonna tomorrow apparently Rainbow and I will practice with it a little bit. If you're around, you're welcome to help me try to, test the settings and just see if I can get them in there or whatever. Yeah, Rainbow, I don't know if you're muted or if it's just not connected. You have to actually connect to the voice thing, which is sort of like the bottom of the list. That's how Mandy got it joined.
Well, it's showing she's unmuted now, so she should be able to talk.
Right, right. I do recall earlier saying the fact that I was nearing the halfway mark, and now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of these diamond things to go, which means I am way past the halfway. There's 24 in all, so
Well,
yeah, I'm way past.
Well, we're keeping your ADHD occupied, so you're just chucking away like a good worker.
Yeah, autopilot for days. But yeah, I'm not sure that I can stay up too much later. We have plans to be in the south of Singapore tomorrow. There's a friend of ours is having like a house warming party for them. They got a new place, and gonna go down there, check it out. And they're ordering pizza, so I'm excited. As long as they don't get the Little Caesars or something, or not Little, what's the one? Pizza Hut. As long as they don't get Pizza Hut, I'm happy.
What did I get the last one?
Ooh, there's a crazy echo going on. That's spooky.
I know.
I don't remember what they got last time.
Domino's.
Domino's, that was it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to look up. What was it? You said Pizza Hut Singapore? Oh, shoot,
Yep.
Close my notifications.
Yeah, look that up and you tell me what you see.
We're having trouble finding that site.
Try just Pizza Hut. Try pizzahut.sg.
That's what I did.
Alright, hang on.
It did not work. So we're gonna do this.
Just Google Pizza Hut Singapore.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, it's pizzahut.com.sg.
International.
No, just go
And look up Singapore.
pizzahut.com.sg.
No, I got it. No, because most places like that, if you go to your region and scroll down to the bottom, there's an international link. You can just click on it and, oh, hey, look at that, Singapore. Now I'm at your website.
Alright.
Wheat and sour Hicken pizza, they need to line up their banner. It's cutting off the sweet and sour chicken pizza. Shoot, that is so me. Show up to a website and I'm already critiquing it. Just walked in the door. Your house sucks. Just,
Yeah. I can't tell you the number of times I've looked at a Singapore website and thought something pretty much the same. Oh, come on, guys. Just it's not that difficult. Update a page. It's not new. It's not still Christmas. Stop it.
Walk-in takeaway. They don't call it takeout.
No. Takeaway is the common term here.
They got driveaways too?
Yes. Kidding. They drive-thrus. That's the same.
We have delivery and self-collect.
Any chance you
So
hear
it's
me
good.
now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake, finally.
Ah.
I'm sorry, I've been trying for ages. My internet is super bad, so every time I try to like talk, it will cut up and stop, and I wasn't able to hear myself speaking at all. So I wasn't sure if I'm muted or not.
Well, you can always look at the bottom of the screen. Whenever there's a green bar around you, your audio is transmitting.
The thing is that like it even showed me that my microphone like is picking up stuff, but I don't know.
Wow, it's my friends are talking to each other for the first time. That's so cool.
I know, and I love her accent. It reminds me of a game I've been playing. It's based in London. And I'm just like, yes.
Oh, please don't say I have a British accent. I don't.
Well,
Oh, it's not exactly.
it's not exactly, but it's
Well, no, it's
Isn't
not
it?
British.
it's a bit, isn't it?
It's more. It's more. I want to get the country right. I don't want to screw this up.
People usually assume I'm either Scottish or Dutch by the accent.
I was gonna roll with Irish or Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
not even close. That's cool.
Anyhow, it's cool that I figured it out. I think the problem was like just watching my settings for the microphone because I plugged in my headphones and stuff.
Yeah, if your computer defaults to a different microphone, then it automatically defaults to when your settings or whatever. To like when I did my OBS, I had to like make like there's a thing in OBS and it's strictly dedicated to my audio, because if I leave it on default, it will, I can guarantee it will mess up. So I have like a dedicated audio thing, and then I put that into all the rest of the channels. That's how I make it all work.
Right.
Baked rice.
You know, if anybody ends up watching this stream on YouTube, like later or after, they're gonna be so confused.
Yeah, okay, so if you're watching this in the future times, join us over on the Patreon for sure. That's one. Two, understand that, you know, we're in a very experimental phase of this whole channel where we're going to find ways of getting you guys' voice and stuff
More
added.
value to your subscription.
That's right. More value, more bang for the buck. You guys will be able to share pictures with me, and I'll be able to actually display that kind of stuff. Because, yeah,
more
that's going to be
interactive.
kind of fun. Because, yeah, like... Boom, come back, and there's us. So, yeah, this is... Big things are happening. It's just the start of it. It's exciting.
I'm mad Pizza Hut in Singapore still has Swing Street.
Oh yeah, I should run a stopwatch. All I gotta do is go like toggle off to back and see how long it takes for the feed to actually hit.
It's only about a couple seconds. It's not a bad delay because you can even force that delay in OBS.
Yeah, there is a option to make the delay longer, which I have no idea why anybody would want their delays longer.
Well, it's for catch mistakes, that, and sometimes the chat gets a little crazy and out of control. You want to do a delay, especially if you're having a bad internet connection. You can slow that delay down so it could buffer and stream more clearly.
Right. I haven't had any problems with that, to be honest. Not with the new computer. The old computer was, but not with this computer.
I need to finish editing this video for this week and render it. I said the morons over at Reddit has got me making YouTube videos. And I gotta stop before I end up doing tech support again.
You know, honestly, I don't think I'd mind going back to tech support if it was like the way it was back with Liberty Mutual, nice and organized. I just couldn't handle that Ford. That was just a mess.
You know what? I haven't went to any of the other projects. It was just Liberty Mutual.
Yeah.
Because who was it? Who was right next to us? Was that Chrysler?
Chrysler, there was. I worked with them for a little bit, but then I got transferred over to another whole different building down in Southfield, and that was
Ford, wasn't it?
That was Ford, and that one I didn't feel like I was helping anybody. It was just mostly redirecting calls, and there was no, if they had a problem with the printer, you basically took the ticket and got somebody to go to them physically to do the reinstall. You didn't do any of the troubleshooting. You didn't do any of the uninstall and reinstall stuff over the phone. None of that. But it was a mess. Like, all the instructions were like difficult to find what you were supposed to do. It was a mess. I hated it.
Oh, then y'all would have loved me on Ford. Because just like with Liberty Mutual, I made my own website and streamlined all the tickets and everything for everyone, for the other techs.
Nice.
So people were like, you already had nothing to do at work. And I made it so much easier for them to do less. So now they're just doing something completely random while they're just off of memory, walking people through the steps to fix their problem. Then they'll pull up my website and pull up they'll click on whatever issue it was and already have a pre-typed ticket ready for their description. They just copy and paste it in.
That's basically what I had going on my own computer, and it just made my life so much easier. That's why I was so fast and taking as many calls as I was taking. But then they put me over on the email team, and that one chick, she's dating one of the other guys in the group, and he's getting all the password resets, and I'm getting all the most complicated, difficult whatevers. And then my team leader is like, why is he getting 40 emails completed in a day and you're getting 3? Oh man, I was livid.
I'm trying to think, who was over email? Was that Teresa?
Eric.
Oh, you had Eric. Fucking guy. Oh, see, this is why we need to restrict who's on the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to really watch my language, because if that goes onto the stream, Kevin's gonna get demonetized.
Oh, they're demonetizing everybody right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm hearing that a lot of basically I'm watching a lot of streamers that do updates on the war in Ukraine, and basically everyone who does content related to the war right now is getting demonetized left, right, and center. So that's crap.
And don't mention the pandemic either by name.
Oh, you know who
Yeah.
you know what you really can't say is the certain militant group that is, if you know Spanish, it would be saying CC backwards. Yeah, apparently anything to do with that suddenly
Well, don't
becomes,
mention any of them.
yeah. That
Don't
apparently,
mention the letter Q in front of the word anonymous abbreviated.
right.
Like, don't mention any of them for that matter.
Yep, for sure. So yeah, that's YouTube. Well, I suspect that the YouTube is in general trying to get a lot of the money that they're shelling out kind of reined in, because you know that's what the shareholders want.
Well, because it's all because of ad revenue. If the advertisers don't want to put their ads next to that content, they're not going to pay for it.
Right, true that too.
So it's not really Google doing it. It's all the advertisers demanding, hey, we want this implemented, and we don't, or otherwise we're going to take our money somewhere else.
Right. Wow, I can't believe there's only 5 of these little diamond thingies left to go. I did really good here tonight, guys. I think it's 1 a.m. over here, and I have to be at a friend's thing tomorrow, so I think we're going to have to call it quits. But thank you for showing me how to use this whole Discord server, because that's really, really cool. And the fact that we can all talk and stuff, that's super, super cool. And definitely we'll have to work out like times and stuff for, you know, maybe doing just a Discord hangout thing in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah, I
up
was
for that.
supposed to
for
crash
sure.
one of your Google Hangouts.
Right.
Never got the invite.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
You have to hit me up in advance on those days, because half the time I'm complete blur. So yeah, for sure we'll do that as well. Before I go though, I have to hit this button and thank my Patreon supporters for helping to make things like these cameras and stuff possible. That's a huge thing for me. I will be back next week for sure. And there might even be a little bit of special content going on during the week. I have no idea what this all having a Discord server is going to do, but if we are, then stop in, say hi, and that would be cool. Alright, guys, thanks again so much.
Raid Shadow Legends.
So, yeah, well, I'll see you guys again next week. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.
Bye.